Have you ever wondered how your body turns the food you eat into energy? Well, it all starts with two key categories of nutrients: macronutrients and micronutrients. Macronutrients, which include carbohydrates, proteins, and fats, are the heavy lifters. They provide the bulk of the energy our bodies need to function. Carbohydrates are like the quick-burning fuel, proteins are the body's builders, and fats are the long-term energy storage. On the other hand, micronutrients, such as vitamins and minerals, are needed in smaller quantities but play critical roles in supporting various bodily functions. They act like the oil in a well-oiled machine, ensuring everything runs smoothly. Vitamins help with things like vision, immune function, and cell growth, while minerals support heart rhythm, bone health, and fluid balance. Both macronutrients and micronutrients work together to keep our bodies healthy and energized. Now that we understand the basic building blocks of our diet, let's dive deeper into how our body uses them. So how does our body use carbohydrates, proteins, and fats? That's a brilliant question, and the answer is quite fascinating. Let's delve into the science of how our bodies utilize these three macronutrients. First up, carbohydrates. Known as the body's primary energy source, carbohydrates are converted into glucose, which fuels everything from your brain to your muscles. The body can quickly and easily break down carbohydrates into glucose, providing a rapid source of energy. However, any excess glucose not immediately used is stored in the liver and muscles as glycogen for later use, or as fat if the storage capacity is exceeded. Proteins, on the other hand, are the building blocks of the body. They're essential for growth, repair, and maintenance of body tissues. While proteins can be used for energy, they're typically not the body's first choice. Instead, they're primarily used to build and repair tissues and to produce enzymes, hormones, and antibodies. The body breaks down proteins into individual amino acids, which can then be rearranged into new proteins as needed. Lastly, we have fats. Contrary to some misconceptions, fats are not the enemy. They serve as a concentrated source of energy, provide insulation and protection for organs, and aid in the absorption of certain vitamins. Fats are broken down into fatty acids and glycerol in the body. While the glycerol can be converted into glucose, the fatty acids can be used directly for energy by most tissues, except the brain. But remember, balance is key. Our bodies need all three macronutrients in the right proportions to function optimally. Relying too heavily on one type of macronutrient to the exclusion of others can disrupt the body's balance and lead to health issues over time. So a diet rich in a variety of foods, including whole grains, lean proteins, and healthy fats, is crucial for maintaining this balance and supporting our body's needs. As we can see, macronutrients are essential for our body's energy needs. But what about micronutrients? Let's explore that next. Vitamins and minerals may be needed in smaller amounts, but they have big roles in our body. Acting as the body's helpers, they're crucial in maintaining our overall health and well-being. Let's take a closer look at these micronutrients. Vitamins are organic compounds that our bodies need to function properly. They're involved in various biological processes, from supporting immune function to promoting healthy skin and eyes. A lack of certain vitamins can lead to deficiencies, with symptoms that can range from fatigue and poor concentration to more severe conditions like scurvy or rickets. On the other hand, minerals are inorganic substances that also play vital roles in our bodies. They help in bone formation, maintaining heart rhythm, and even in transmitting nerve impulses. Like vitamins, a lack of certain minerals can also lead to deficiencies. For instance, a lack of calcium can lead to weak bones and teeth, while iron deficiency can result in anemia. Fortunately, we can get these essential micronutrients from a variety of dietary sources. Fruits and vegetables are packed with vitamins, while meats, dairy, and leafy greens are good sources of minerals. Whole grains, nuts, and seeds are also nutrient-dense foods that can help fill in the gaps. So remember, it's not just about the big players like proteins, carbs, and fats. Micronutrients may be small, but their impact on our health is huge. Now, let's explore how our body turns food into energy. Our body has a complex process for turning food into energy, and it all starts with glucose. Glucose is a type of sugar derived primarily from the carbohydrates we eat. It serves as the main source of energy for our cells. The first step in transforming glucose into energy is a process known as glycolysis. This literally means sugar splitting. During glycolysis, each glucose molecule is split into two molecules of a substance called pyruvate. This process occurs in the cytoplasm of our cells, And it doesn't require oxygen. It also produces a small amount of energy in the form of ATP, or adenosine triphosphate, the energy currency of the cell. The pyruvate molecules then enter the mitochondria, the powerhouses of our cells. Here, they undergo a series of chemical reactions known as the citric acid cycle, or Krebs cycle. This cycle, which requires oxygen, generates more ATP and also produces molecules called electron carriers. These carriers are loaded with high-energy electrons, which they've stripped from the pyruvate. Finally, we reach the stage of oxidative phosphorylation. This is where the magic really happens. In this phase, the electron carriers unload their high-energy electrons into a group of proteins in the mitochondrial membrane known as the electron transport chain. As the electrons move along this chain, they power the production of a large amount of ATP. At the end of the chain, the electrons combine with oxygen and hydrogen to form water, a harmless byproduct. In total, the whole process from glucose to ATP produces up to 38 molecules of ATP for each glucose molecule. This ATP then fuels all the activities of our cells, from muscle contractions to nerve impulses. So next time you take a bite of your favorite carbohydrate-rich food, remember the incredible journey that each molecule of glucose will embark on. It'll be split, shuffled, stripped of its electrons, and ultimately transformed into ATP, the fuel that powers your life. From glucose to ATP, our body's metabolic processes are truly amazing. But how does our body regulate these processes? Our body needs to maintain energy balance, and hormones play a big part in this. You see, the body is like a finely tuned machine, always adjusting to provide us with the energy we need, when we need it. And hormones, they're the body's messengers, signaling when to store energy and when to use it. Let's talk about insulin, glucagon, and leptin, 3 hormones that play crucial roles in regulating metabolism. Insulin, produced by the pancreas, helps cells absorb glucose from the bloodstream. When we eat, our blood sugar rises, triggering insulin release. This hormone acts like a key, unlocking cells so they can take in glucose for energy. On the other hand, glucagon works in opposition to insulin. When we're not eating and our blood sugar levels drop, the pancreas releases glucagon. This hormone signals the liver to release stored glucose back into the bloodstream, making sure our body has a steady supply of energy. Then we have leptin, the satiety hormone, produced by fat cells. As our fat stores increase, so does leptin production. This hormone signals the brain that we're full, reducing appetite and helping to prevent overeating. Together, these hormones create a dynamic balance, responding to changes in nutrient availability, controlling blood sugar levels, appetite, and energy storage. Regulation is key to maintaining our body's energy balance. Now, how can we optimize our nutrition and metabolism? Understanding nutrition and metabolism can help us make healthier choices. So let's dive into some practical tips to optimize them. Firstly, it's crucial to eat a variety of nutrient-dense foods. This means choosing fruits, vegetables, lean proteins, and whole grains that are packed with essential macronutrients and micronutrients. These foods not only provide the fuel your body needs to function optimally, but also supply the vitamins and minerals that support various bodily functions. Next, hydration is key. Water plays a pivotal role in metabolism and nutrient transport. It helps maintain your body temperature, lubricates joints, and aids in digestion. So, aim to drink plenty of water throughout the day. Regular physical activity is another important factor. Exercise not only burns calories, but it also improves metabolic efficiency, meaning your body gets better at using the energy derived from food. Whether it's a brisk walk, a yoga session, or a high-intensity workout, find an activity you enjoy and make it part of your routine. Moreover, mindful eating can be a game changer. This involves paying attention to your hunger and fullness cues, savoring each bite, and eating without distractions. It can help prevent overeating and promote better digestion and nutrient absorption. Lastly, sleep shouldn't be overlooked. Quality sleep is vital for many aspects of health, including metabolism. During sleep, your body repairs cells, synthesizes proteins, and regulates hormones that control appetite and glucose metabolism. While these tips are generally beneficial, everyone's nutritional needs and metabolic rate are unique. Factors like age, gender, genetics, and lifestyle can influence what and how much you should eat. Therefore, it's important to consult with a healthcare professional or registered dietitian. They can provide personalized advice based on your specific needs and goals. Remember, your body is a complex machine, And the fuel you choose matters. Happy fueling!